What's up, guys? I'm back again. I didn't upload a video yesterday because I just didn't really find the time, and because today I have a day off, so I'm still home and I'm making a video now before I leave tomorrow. Last night I let go of someone who I was very close to. It was a hard decision, and you know, I felt pretty bad about it. Um, but it had to be done because like some things sometimes you got to make sacrifices for the sake of your own personal peace. I don't want to go into detail on the situation, but basically, uh, it was a very very close friend of mine, and as sad as it was to do this, um, I also felt a lot better about myself afterward, and you know, if you're in a similar situation, like maybe it's your ex, um, you know, like if you're still attached to her, um, it might be a good idea to consider blocking her because um, that's kind of what I did. Like I was constantly like checking their profile and just being like autistic, like just like autistically obsessing over them, and it was just affecting me mentally where I was just constantly miserable. I was gonna wait to do it, but I just sort of impulsively did it last night because I didn't want to stretch out like the misery any longer, man. And frankly, I'm pretty glad I did. So, as much as I will miss this person, it's really just time to start a new chapter and move on. If you're like me, you might have gotten to a point where you you kind of stopped caring about, um, I guess, protecting yourself from, I guess, like emotional abuse. I mean, I don't mean to put it like that, but it's like you stop protecting your own peace. Um, but in some situations, like you need to get to a point where you reclaim your self-respect, um, and obviously like your peace, as I mentioned. Because of the nature of my situation, I'm still going to see this person occasionally. However, I have blocked them on Instagram because, as I mentioned, I had a problem of just constantly overthinking, um, and just looking at like their notes and stuff. Um, and I had to put a stop to it. So, no, it's not the last time we interact with each other, but the idea is that it's the last time that we properly talked. Um, because I need to move on, man. Seriously. Um, yeah. As good as I felt about it, like, it's equally, like, it is equally sad. It's not, I'm, I'm not someone who just, like, does these sort of things, like, and doesn't even think twice about it. I'm a very emotional guy. So, yeah, like, it stings, but it stung even more before when I was in this kind of chaotic mental state. So, yeah, this is, I don't know. If there's anything to learn from this, it's that letting go of people is just part of life, especially if it's like someone you've dated. Um, and You gotta learn to just accept it. But yeah. To the person I'm talking about, there's a small chance they're watching this video. I'll always miss you. And I'm keeping you in my prayers. Remember that. But yeah, with that said, here's the deal. I'm going away to work again tomorrow. I'm gonna come back next weekend. And then after that weekend, there's a small chance, actually not a small chance, I think there's a good chance that I won't be able to upload until September. But we'll see. So next weekend could be my last batch of videos for a very long time. Well, I mean, 3 weeks is like, I don't know, pretty long. But bro, this video streak is so butchered, man. I think I'll probably start a new kind of streak once I get settled in September and I'm not constantly away from, like, constantly out of town. Hopefully I can get consistent again, get back on track, and we can hit 150 lean soon. 150 lean before 2027. I think it's very realistic and I can definitely make it happen. Because I get so close when I weigh myself on a full stomach. I was like 178. That was my peak. That like was literally just when I got home this weekend, I think. So hopefully 150 lean soon. And you know, hey, maybe one day I'll be the greatest natty. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna take steroids, bro. That's kind of like a personal promise. I never want to hop on gear because it just kind of feels like cheating, you know? Like where's the struggle? Like if you don't want to take shortcuts to achieve greatness, you know what I'm saying? Like people might look at my physique and be like, all right, that's pretty decent. It's like, by the way, I'm natty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. And plus, like steroids, I don't want to mess with my body like that. You know, like they can have some pretty bad side effects. So do not worry about me. I will never go on natty because, um, even then, it's like I'm not interested in bodybuilding to the extent of like wanting to compete like seriously, right? I just want to have a nice physique, but I don't want to actually like ascend to like the unnatty stage, if you will. You know, I'm not saying I'll never compete, but not at a level that's like you got to be on gear. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, for now, just I'm gonna try to get some workouts in during the week because I've skipped the legs so many times. I didn't train legs today because I just got back um, for my trip. So hopefully I'll try to get that shit under control. But there's only so much I can do right now because it's like a rocky period where I'm going back and forth to Toronto. But come September, hopefully I will be settled in again. Anyway, this video is getting a little bit long. I know I was hesitating a lot. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Stay swole.